a little sign on the bridge that spelled C-L-E-D-D-A-U, and the people from Wales tell me that you should pronounce D-D as T-H and the A-U as I. There it goes there now. It's the Clithai Valley. And in the early 1800s, a guy by the name of John Grono was catching seals out off the west coast and south coast of the South Island. And a storm blew up one day, and he was getting very nervous about the rocks, or crashing into the rocks. And all of a sudden, a little gap in the rocks opened up, and he sailed into Milford Sound. Both Abel Tasman and Captain Cook sailed past Milford Sound. They didn't know it was there. And you'll notice if and when you go out to sea and turn around, if you look back, you'll see how easy it would be to sail by. So he decided in 1823 to name it Milford Haven after his birthplace in Wales. Now, I'm sure Jim will want to tell you about the chasm, folks, but just bear in mind that when we nose in there, when you get off the coach, please go round the rear of the coach. Don't come out the front, because often what happens is when we stop here, people come down the hill here, they use their brakes a lot more than they should, and it's not uncommon to see cars arriving here with smoke pouring out of the front wheels and brake pads, etc. So just bear in mind, keep to the rear of the coach, because it's quite a steep little entry into the chasm, and they really, the time they get there, they've got no brakes left.
Yeah, thanks, Don. That's coming up shortly is our great exploration of the temperate rainforest. It is drizzling, so you'll want to have rain gear with you or an umbrella. And we're going to go up a slight hill. There is some substances like chicken wire on the wood to make it less slippery, but there are areas where it can be a bit slippery, so just be careful. And what the chasm is as the river comes down, over the years it has hit the rock, and by the use of pebbles, which get stuck in small little crevices in the rock, the pebbles spin around, and as the pebbles spin around, they cut holes in the rock. So then the water flows through, and so what the result is, after thousands of years of this kind of potholing, is that you have left behind very strange looking rock that looks like Swiss cheese with holes in it. And then, of course, big floods have brought down large trees, and there's some areas where the tree trunks have gone thrusting into the rock. So it's a very impressive sight. Really one of the highlights of the day, I think, is walking through the chasm. So what we'll do when we get down there is we'll go to the rear of the coach and then begin walking down the chasm trail. You'll get to a junction eventually. Keep going straight at that junction, and then you'll cross the major river. You'll turn left, you'll cross it again coming back, and then you'll return to that junction, where you'll just return then from the junction down to the parking lot where the coach is waiting. So it's very easy, and it's there is a bit of a climb going up to it, but I think you'll really enjoy it. What's Fulton doing here? What's he got? Is he putting stones off the road?